Hey sightseers, Sightseeing Sally here. We are back in Baxter Springs. There's a shop here I wanted to bring you in yesterday, but we got here way too close to closing time to be able to make our way through it. There are over like 350 different flavors of soda pop in here. Can you believe that? So, of course, 10 minutes, there's no way I'm getting through 350 bottles of soda, 350 flavors of soda pop. So, now we got some time, we're gonna go on in there. It's called Somewhere in Time Antiquities. I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy this. Oh. Wow, look at all that stuff. Since Baxter Springs is known as the first cow town here in Kansas, there is quite a variety of root beer and sarsaparilla because those are the flavors typically associated with cowboys of the Old West. If you're not aware, sarsaparilla is really another name for root beer, which I didn't know until I started watching old westerns with Clint Eastwood, and they would order a sarsaparilla. The women would, not the men, because obviously they were drinking something a little bit harder than sarsaparilla. But it wasn't until then that I figured out that sarsaparilla was really another name for root beer. Anywho, there's a ton of different flavors of root beer here, and I don't know about you, but I'm already getting overwhelmed. It's like, which flavor, which one do I pick? Even Chumley has his own root beer brand. Wow, that wasn't something I was expecting. And then next to Chumley, we've got Hank's Gourmet. And even a Virgil's. Virgil's got his own root beer. Dang, that's a lot of root beer. That soda looks like it should be over at Area 51. Or at the Little Alien. Roll it over to the other side. Dang, there's some Italian cherry soda here too. That's it. If Snooki's got her own soda pop, I think I need to have my own soda. What flavor do you think I should have? Let me know in the comments section below. So what flavor of soda do you want today, Marty?
None.
None?
Black cherry.
I thought you'd be all over the sodas.
I got a sugar problem.
Over in this section, we've got some really fabulous sounding flavors. We're talking like blue cheese dressing, key lime pie, which that definitely sounds amazing. Waffles with syrup, butter soda. Marty,
Butter, that's me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you can't have real butter, you could maybe have some butter soda.
They have bacon soda too?
Yes, they do. They've got bacon flavored soda with maple syrup.
Get the corn one and chase it with butter.
And grass. If you ever wanted to know what grass tastes like, and that's not the kind of grass I'm talking about.
The kind I used to smoke.
What's that, garlic?
Yeah, the green grass that grows outside, they've got it bottled here too.
Milky?
And dirt.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So, lots to choose from, and I'm just not really sure where I'm going to start, because I am going to pick out my 6-pack of sodas. If you're wondering what's in creamy red birch beer, I'll turn the bottle around so you can see the ingredient list. And surprisingly, there's actually birch oils in this beer. Well, not beer, soda. It's not fermented, so it's not beer. But that sounds actually kind of interesting. I might have to pick that as my first one. The thing about ginger beer is if I buy some ginger beer, I can make myself a Moscow Mule. Well, first I'd have to get myself a copper cup. Then I can make myself a Moscow Mule. But, considering this is a store full of antiquities, there may be a very good chance I could find a copper cup here too. So here's something really interesting about the building we're in. Way back when it was first built in the late 1800s, it was used as an undertaking business, and this shaft here was used for transporting the caskets up and down. Who would have thought we would have picked a business where we walk inside and find out all these awesome stories about the building and the fact that it's haunted? Isn't that just cool? We got lucky today. So apparently the ghost's name is Elmer. Let's go upstairs and see if we can make his acquaintance. Check out this old baby carriage. Now that's something that'd be really cool to own. The only problem is I have nowhere to put it. You know, nowhere cool to display it. But it was really cool to look at. This would be like the perfect thing to be pushing Mabel around in down the street. I think she'd enjoy a ride in this thing. Yeah, I know, that's a little creepy, a little crazy. But I'm definitely not going to get a cat and push it around in a stroller either. Oh, there's a lot of cool old stuff up here. I don't know about you, but I enjoy looking through the treasures, especially the older items, because it just reminds me of times back in the day that we didn't get to live. But through the treasures themselves, you kind of get a feel for it, for what life was like. For only $12, I could add this Coleman cooler to my glamping setup. It's a little bit bigger than the one that we already have. Ah, there's some old horns that Marty could get. $40, a lot cheaper than the ones that are selling at the truck stop. Just to give you a little perspective as to what building we're in, the video I did on Baxter Springs, Route 66, towards the end of that video, I show a building that has the words undertaking written across the top of it. Well, that's the building we're in. This building was that building that was used for the undertaking business way back when. And so it was kind of interesting for us to find that out when we were downstairs talking with the shop owners and getting a little rundown on the history and finding out that, yeah, indeed they transported caskets up and down and that the place is haunted. It's just, I don't know, that's just really cool. You know, something we would have missed out on had we not come back here and get to know the people running the place. And something really great about coming out to small towns and getting to know its history. And you know, this stuff is kind of up my alley, considering I've done several videos on hauntings, places that are haunted. I love the stories, the lore behind places like that. And so I find it rather interesting that we happened to stumble upon this just by walking in the door. Now, I guess it really was our lucky day. Oddly enough, it is kind of cold up here, considering heat rises. I find it kind of peculiar how chilly it is up here. Makes you kind of wonder if there is somebody up here, besides the person walking around on the other side of me.
Yeah, I noticed it was cold up here too when I came up here. It's strange, we're on the second floor. It's like 75, 80 down there, and it feels like it's about 65 up here.
Yeah, it is way different up here, and I would have thought that because heat rises, it would be warmer up here, especially since it's so pleasant outside.
Look at the size of the open stairwell, and this room ain't that big. I mean, it ain't even warm right here where the heat can come up.
No.
And the opening's that big going that way.
Yeah. It is just kind of weird. Well, I guess Elmer wasn't going to say hi to me. But it was interesting to go up there. It was cool to see all the old items up there. There's lots of stuff down here too. Hey, look at this. You've got children's section and then the old dolls for doll collectors. Old toys. Oh, another creepy clown. Lots of collectibles in here. Yeah. Route 66. Memorabilia. Somebody painted up. Books. Old books. That's like right up my alley. Old turkey. Colonel's Pancakes. This is Colonel 1969. And then there's old Mr. Colonel. A sign says, "Welcome to Parenthood. Now everything in your house is sticky." In our case, it would be, "Welcome to Pethood. Everything in our house is hairy." Now that I got my sodas, can't wait to go back and try them out. Special thanks goes out to all our fellow sightseers here on Patreon and PayPal. Without you, these videos wouldn't be possible. If you're wondering what I picked out, we've got a chocolate with peanut butter and real cocoa. Cherry cola, Wizard of Oz style. An orange cream, which came highly recommended by the shop owner. Cherry limeade. The creamy red birch, which I thought sounded like a really interesting choice, so I had to get it. And then a Cock and Bull cherry ginger beer. So, I know I didn't get the key lime pie, which I was debating on, and a few other choices that I thought sounded really good. I had to narrow it down to 6. 6-pack. And as it is, our fridge is super tiny, so I can only put one in probably at a time and chill it before I can try it. So the decision I have to make is which one first. Decisions. I don't know. I go with the cherry coke first, except it's getting kind of late in the day, and with the caffeine in it, I won't be able to sleep tonight. So, I think I'm going with this one first. Oh, maybe not quite as exciting as trying out different beers, but for me, I think it's pretty exciting. So, if you want to know how those flavors fare, check out my next vid when I do a taste testing of the different flavors I picked out. Until next time, this is Sightseeing Sally.